Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. What's happening, y'all? We got the Summerslam of Darkness Prizewall video. And so don't forget, the first thing, as always, is to thank the J Nasty Booty. The second thing is to wait until the very end that you've collected all your milestones, so that way you know exactly how many of these medallions you have. And last but not least, of course, is to always get something that is going to help your rooster. And by rooster, I mean your roster. What on your roster, what in this prize wall is going to help you immediately going forward. All right. So number one on all of this is actually going to be if you are going for his gear, if you plan on using OZZY going forward. Maybe I'll start with that. The 1A is if you're planning on using Ozzy Osbourne going forward, then that's where you would try to go after his gear, because his gear does make him better. Check out my video where I show you that with the gear and with the plate, he can do about 80 million or so turn one at 6 gold. So that's something to think about if that's who you're planning on using going forward. But after 99 MP, it changes a little bit, so be wary of that. If you didn't get his gear and you aren't planning on using him, then getting his skill plate really is a good alternative to that. The skill plate, it can be used on multiple people. It can and probably will be useful in the future beyond some of the people that we've already seen the new skill plate being used on. And if you've seen the video that I've made with Kevin Owens, the Relentless, I've also got some more videos coming out of whom you can use this on to do some more damage. So it's worthwhile getting a new plate whenever it comes out. This is very cheap in terms of pricing with which to get it. So that would be my 1B, would be to actually go get this first. Unless you're going for OZZY, then if you're going to actually try to save up 40,000, you're probably willing to spend to get the 50,000. So go and grab both of those, or just grab this skill plate. So that's sort of the 1A, 1B of the situation. After that, we play by the same sort of rules, right? We want plates, we want moments, we want gears before we start heading over to posters. And this is a prize wall with a lot of good and newer plates on it. So if you didn't get a Timeless style skill plate or an LA Knight plate, a Shades of Rain plate, a Will of Cargill plate, Bianca's Braid is still good, but actually I would go after a Nightmare Insignia before I would go after Bianca's Braid, to be quite honest, or a Cargo plate before I went there on that route. Although it is a little bit more rare, but again, this is a place where you can get yourself some plates, like a Queen's Tiara plate, another multiply gem plate that can be useful for black gems. I would stay away from the Mark of a Hero skill plate. There's not very many people that it works very, very well on. And then if you are in the free-to-play range, music playing in the middle of what we're doing. If you're in the free-to-play range, then what you're looking at then is maybe getting a Strong Style or a Boat or a Larger Than Life skill plate. And if you somehow get lucky on your RNG, then you might want to start looking into posters that you don't have. So Gunther can still be really solid in the 6-star bronze, a little bit less useful in the 6-star silver. Meta, same thing with Randy Orton, RK Bro. Bobby Lashley, if you haven't seen my video on him with the new Miz moment, so if you ended up getting the Miz moment last month or this month on the midweek prize wall that runs all month, then Lashley with that moment and a lot of other fun stuff, of course, can be quite powerful. So somebody else to think about. And I know Sir Zorro's done a video, so make sure you go check out Sir Zorro's video on Lashley as well to see how hard you can get him to hit. He does hit very, very hard with the right tools, of course. So the number 2 thing on this list after the plates are gone, because plates are more valuable and posters and shards come a lot more quicker. So that's why I always recommend getting yourself plates, gears, and moments. They tend to be rarer and harder to get. So that's the 1A, the 1B, the 1C sort of thing, or the 2A. After that is getting some posters. So if you need one of these characters at 5-star gold, you've been wanting them, you're marking for them. For the free-to-play, Bobby Lashley is definitely within play for you. After that is getting shards for characters that are still really good. CM Punk's still one of the best techs in the game. Charlotte's the best female in the game. Bianca Belair, she's also CSS. These are CSS all the time. Goldberg is very rare for a lot of people to still get, so there's shards of him on the prize wall to help you get closer. Monster Bomb, still effective, but not seen as much in the wilds of the feuds as he used to be. So the next thing you're going to go after is either shards or the posters themselves, especially if you're building towards someone that you need. After that, it's actually probably going to be the strap that is up here, although the strap is rather expensive. But if you don't have an OZZY strap and you want to try your luck on getting yourself a good OZZY strap that has a 50-50 chance of being some sort of gem damage, you're most likely going to get 40%. That's somewhere you can go with it. But for 20K, I would rather spend elsewhere. So with 20K, you can get a lot of shards and a lot of plates, and that's where you actually should spend that money, or that medallions, if we want to call it money. And last but not least, it's econ. Shout out Goldie. So pick the econ that you need the most. Sometimes you might need more of those, or you might need some 6-star silver. Whatever it is that you need, get the tokens that you need. But that's sort of the last thing on the prize wall. Everybody should be in the range with free-to-play to get yourself one of these skill plates over here, or to get yourself, hopefully, some shards of characters gone by. So that is the SummerSlam of Darkness prize wall. Let me know what you get in the comments. Let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate you coming to class. Brofessor out.